Weddings are celebrated in churches and other places of worship every weekend across the country, but not all of them are done in accordance with the law. The Marriage Act requires that the buildings of all places of worship be licensed by the Minister of Justice. Many couples seeking to marry have exchanged their vows at places of worship that haven't been licensed, as Pastor Alex Orinawe of the Seventh-day Adventist Church explains.
The church has been not licensed for some time. Currently, it is fully licensed by the Minister of Justice and Constitutional Affairs. We had other churches in Tsoro, so we would take them there for marriages and whatever they would want. And others, we are actually wedding without without being licensed. So it has been a problem, but we are now putting it right.
Such marriages aren't recognized by the government, and the religious leaders who conduct them are breaking the law.
If you solemnize a marriage in a church that you know has no license, then you're committing a crime and you are culpable. You'll be charged eventually because you're doing something deliberately and cheating Ugandans and the government. And then on the individual, if you had your marriage in a church that didn't have a license, then that means that the state cannot really do so much with your marriage, you know, because we receive returns from churches that have licenses, okay? And that's the way we can enable, that's the way we can own these marriages, and that's the way we can place certificates of, stamps of authentication that the legality has been followed.
The Uganda Registration Services Bureau has from time to time made efforts to notify the public about the churches that are licensed to conduct marriages.
Almost every quarter, we run an update of compliant churches. So we last ran the one that we had about last year, late last year. And if Ugandans cannot afford to come and make searches, they can refer to those newspaper pullouts and they will identify that their churches either have licenses or not.
There have been concerns, though, from some members of the public about what they regard as the government's intrusion in religious matters related to marriage. But the Assistant Registrar of Marriages at the Uganda Registration Services Bureau dismisses those concerns.
So it's not that the state is interfering with religious rights or personal beliefs. Our message usually is that just give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar and then to God what belongs to God. If you go and conduct your marriage under the faith system, you are fulfilling a sacrament, as it were. Okay? But the state also wants that marriage for statistics, to know how many Ugandans have married and to know what rights now have accrued.
Couples intending to marry have to be cautious about getting married in places of worship that are not licensed, because their big day won't be recognized by the government.